Hi everyone, welcome to practice. I'm Sophia, a yoga teacher and postgraduate student studying psychology and neuroscience of mental health. And today we have a lovely, playful and energizing practice. So we're going to be doing different poses that help you explore the movement and just have a little fun and be playful in the practice. So when you're ready, we are going to start seated on a block or a cushion, whatever you feel is comfortable, elevating the hips so that we have a lovely elongated spine. And maybe just having an extra block beside you because we might need it today. And we're going to start in a lovely seated position, just hands resting on knees, perhaps closing down the eyes and just arriving in the space. Maybe setting an intention for the practice. Maybe your intention is to have a little fun today. Enjoy just exploring some different shapes, some different movements. And when you're ready, we're going to open the eyes and we're going to start by doing a energizing pranayama practice today called Kapal Bhati, which translates from Sanskrit to skull shining breath. And it's thought to clear the mind and prepare the body for an energizing practice. So how it works is we passively inhale with forceful exhales using the abdominal muscles. So I'll just demonstrate to you now. So you can see I'm really forcing the exhale pretty sharply using my abdominals. So just relaxing the shoulders, and we're going to do 2 rounds of 20 in your own time. So I'm not going to count you, just count in your head, and I am going to start after a clearing breath. So when you're ready, in your own time, inhaling through the nose and exhaling out through the mouth, clear it out. And now I'm going to start the breath, Kapal Bhati. Now on to my second round. Now, I kind of lost count there. I think I did 20. I don't know about you guys. So, how do you feel? Do you feel more energized? So, as I was doing the breath then, I was just thinking there is science behind this, by the way. And I will link one of the papers in the caption. So, sharp inhales and exhales actually do energize us and improve clarity and focus. So whenever we inhale, we actually increase our heart rate. and longer exhales decrease our heart rate. So doing sharp inhales does actually provide more energy, and by increasing our heart rate, basically. So there is science behind it. I will link a paper in the caption. So rolling the shoulders back and down. We're going to take a couple cat-cow variations from here. So we're going to inhale, roll the shoulders back, open the chest. And then we're going to exhale, rounding the spine, rounding the upper back, and just flaring the arms either side. Inhale to open the chest. Exhale to round the back. 3 more of these in your own time. Last one, wherever you are. Beautiful. Coming back to center. Let's inhale our arms up overhead and expand. And then we're going to exhale, cactus the arms either side to open. Flare the chest. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, open. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale, open. Hold down here. Really expand the chest, almost like your shoulder blades are holding a pencil behind you. Enjoy that lovely opening. And now we're going to move the right elbow over the left, coming into our eagle arms, maybe a double bind, and just pulling the shoulders forward so you can feel that lovely opening in the back body. Breathing here. And on the next inhale, we're going to unravel, open the chest, cactus the arms. And then we're going to exhale, placing our left elbow over the right, maybe the double bind, pushing the elbows away from the chest. Breathe. And on your next inhale, we're going to open, cactus the arms back. And then placing them back down. Okay, we're going to take our block, place it to the side, rolling onto our hands and knees. We're going to round the back, push the floor away, so really spreading the fingertips, and we're going to push into the tops of our feet, just elevating our knees slightly. Tabletop hover. We're going to hold here for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. We're going to push back up into our lovely down facing dog. So spreading the fingertips wide here. Remember, elbows bent if you're hyperextendable like me, shoulders rolling back and down away from your ears. Head is heavy, tailbone is light and lifted. Every inhale, we send the tailbone up into the sky, and every exhale, we try and lower the heels down. Maybe pedaling out the heels just to maybe introduce some movement, creating a bit more space. Breathe. Now, we're going to walk creatively this time up towards our hands. So on your next inhale, we're going to lift the right leg up towards the side, and we're going to place it down on the mat. And we're going to do the same with the left. Lift it up and round, place it back down on the mat. So you're just walking all the way up to your hands to the top of the mat. See, I told you this is explorative. Okay, we're going to inhale, halfway lift, rolling the shoulders back. And then we're going to exhale, forward fold down, let the head go. Just letting the head go heavy, maybe rocking from side to side, interlacing, clasping the elbows. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to place that left hand down just in front of our left foot, and we're going to bend in that left knee, and we're going to send that right hand up and overhead, coming into a lovely little twist here. Breathe. Take an inhale here, and then exhale, place that right hand back down. Bend in the right knee, send the left hand up and overhead, looking up towards that top hand. Taking an inhale here. And then exhale, let's place that left hand back down. Forward fold. Let the head drop. Now we're going to interlace the fingers behind you. It's quite difficult for me to do right now because I've had a little surf injury and two of my fingers are taped together. But we're going to interlace the fingers and we're going to send the wrists overhead, coming into a lovely little stretch here. Just let the head fall heavy and just let gravity just pull you further into that forward fold. Taking an inhale here, and on the next exhale, imagine pushing the floor away and imagine someone pulling your hands up towards the sky. So it's pulling all of your upper body back up to standing. Well done. Okay, we're going to start the flow portion, doing a couple sun salutations. So when you're ready, we're going to send the hands overhead. Take an inhale here. Exhale, hinging at the hips. Forward fold, chest resting on thighs. Inhale, halfway lift, shoulders roll back and down. Exhale, planting the hands, walk or step back to our high plank. Let's first take an inhale here, and let's drop the knees and then just lower the chest, chin all the way to the floor. Inhale, rolling the shoulders back, tucking the tailbone, baby cobra. Exhale, we're going to push the floor away, send the hips back, downward facing dog. Taking an inhale here. And then on your next exhale, we're going to look forward, bend in the knees, and take a big step up to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, we fold. And inhale, coming all the way back up to standing. Send that hands wide. And exhale, close that salutation. Okay, let's do that again. Inhale, send the hands overhead. Exhale, let's fold. Inhale to lift. Exhale to plant the hands. Take a step back, high plank. Inhale at the top. And either drop the knees, chest, chin, or exhale halfway. Inhale to upward dog. Exhale, send it back, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, maybe getting the heels down a bit further. If you can, you may feel a bit more space. And on your next inhale, looking forward, exhale, let it go, walk, step, or maybe float to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, shoulders roll back. Exhale, we fold, let the head drop. Inhale, send the hands wide, hinge all the way up. Exhale, we close, hands meet at heart center. Open it up, Tadasana. Shoulders roll back and down. Okay, we're going to come into our chair. So feet hip width apart. Spread those toes. Let's inhale our arms up overhead. Arms beside the ears. Exhale, we bend in the knees, send the tailbone back and down. Taking an inhale here. Coming on to our heels so we can lift all 10 toes. From here, all 10 toes are lifted. Take an inhale. And on the next exhale, we're going to go up onto all 10 toes and bring the elbows to the waist. Exhale. Inhale to lift, going back on our heels. Exhale, coming onto our toes, elbows to the waist. Inhale, send the hands overhead. Exhale, bring it towards you. Last time, inhale, lift it up. And exhale, elbows to waist, hold here, coming onto the tiptoes. Now send the hands straight forward and then see if you can lower all the way so the chest is resting on the thighs. Holding here. Maybe you're shaking slightly, I certainly am. Take an inhale here. And then exhale, forward fold, placing the heels down. Okay, we're going to spread the feet wide, turn the toes out, heels in, coming into Malasana. So we're bending the knees, coming into our yogic squat. So maybe placing hands at prayer, just opening the knees up with those elbows. If this is not available to you, maybe just low squat here. Or option, if you have your crow. So I said we were going to be getting a bit playful. And this is the perfect opportunity, the perfect flow to try your crow. So first, fingertips spread wide, okay? We're going to lift the bum up to the sky, coming onto our tiptoes, okay? And we're going to place the knees just tucking them inside the armpit or at the top of the upper forearm. We're going to send our weight forward, right? And we're going to look forward. That's the key, looking forward, okay? And then we're going to just gently and maybe bringing the toes up. Hold here for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Well done. It's a lot harder when you've got 2 fingers taped together, actually. So fingers wide are important, and all 10 fingers are important. Okay. All right. Okay, let's step it back. Let's take a vinyasa, or just let's meet in downward dog, whatever you prefer. Amazing. From our downward facing dog, let's inhale our right foot up towards the sky. Exhale, bring the right knee to the right elbow as far as you can, rounding the upper back, pushing the floor away. Then we're just going to place that right shin down on the mat. Walking the hands forward slightly, just one hand print in length, and then we're going to elevate the left foot. We're taking an inhale here, and then we're going to exhale, bend the elbows towards you, bringing the chin down towards the mat. Push up. 2 more like this. Inhale. Exhale to push. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Amazing. Bringing the hands back, we're going to untuck the right toes, send the hips back, and then we're going to bring the left foot up towards the front of the hand, so behind that left foot, left hand. Inhaling our hands up, overhead, coming into our high lunge. Exhale, making sure our tailbone is tucked. Cactus the arms, open the chest. Amazing. Now we're going to place that right elbow again over the left, coming into our eagle arms, double bind. Taking an inhale here. And on the next exhale, we're going to lean forward, coming over our left thigh. Bend in that left knee. We're going to fly. So looking forward, picking a spot on the ground that doesn't move. Taking an inhale here. And then the next exhale, we're going to bend in that left knee and just gently picking up that right foot, maybe hovering it just off the ground, and then flexing that right foot. 3 breaths here. Inhale. I lie. We're going to move that right knee behind the left knee to touch. Exhale. Yes. Inhale to extend. Exhale to touch. Last time. Inhale to extend. Exhale to touch. Well done. Last time, just to extend, 1 breath. And then let's place that right foot back down, sending our eagle arms back up. Unraveling the arms, cactusing them wide, inhaling here. And on the next exhale, we're going to twist to the left, revolved, high crescent lunge. Option to stay here, option to place the knee down if it's getting tough. Inhaling to open. Exhale, maybe twisting further so you can look back at that left hand. Beautiful. Taking an inhale here. And on the next exhale, let's swing back round, coming into center. High crescent lunge. Okay, we're going to straighten that front leg. And we're going to forward fold over that left thigh, coming into a lovely pyramid. So maybe placing the hands either side of that left leg, or if you feel you need the blocks, placing the blocks either side. The key here is to keep the back nice and straight, chest lifted, inhaling, exhaling. Maybe you can hinge forward slightly. Amazing. Okay, with the right hand block, we're going to place it on the highest setting in front of us. And we're going to bend in that left knee, and then we're just going to pick that right foot up, coming almost back into our warrior 3. But we're going to bend in that right leg, bring the ankle towards the bum. We're going to send that left hand behind us and see if we can grab that right foot with our left hand, kicking the foot into that left hand and away. Open the chest. Inhaling here. Exhaling to open. Last breath, fullest expression. And then exhaling, release, placing that right foot back down. We're going to come back into our chest, sending the hands up overhead. And then exhale, straightening the legs. Well done. Giving that a little shake out. Well done, everyone. All right, we know what's coming. We know what's coming this time. So we're slightly a bit more mentally prepared. And maybe we can have a bit more of a play around with it. Keeping a lovely smile on your face. All right, let's go. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, let's fold, chest towards thighs. Inhale, halfway lift, shoulders roll back. Exhale, let's plant hands, taking a big step back, high plank. Inhaling at the top. Exhale, lower. Inhale to upward dog. Exhale to downward dog. Amazing. All right, inhale, sending the left foot high. Exhale, let's bring that left knee, left elbow, touch if you can. Then placing that left shin down, let's walk the hands slightly further forward. Picking up that right foot, flexing it, taking an inhale at the top. And then exhale, let's press the elbows in towards us, maybe touching the chin. And back up. 2 more times. Inhale to lower. Exhale, let's push. Last time. Inhale. Exhale. Walking the hands back. Let's untuck the left toes. Send the hips up towards the sky. Now taking a big step forward with our right foot behind our right wrist. Heel is hovered. Inhale. High lunge. Exhale, sink a little deeper, tucking the tailbone. Inhale to open. Exhale, let's cactus the arms wide. Inhaling here. And exhale, let's place that left elbow on top of the right, coming into our eagle arms, double bind. Inhaling. Exhaling, let's move over towards our right thigh. Taking an inhale here. Exhale, picking a point, bending that right knee, placing, lifting up that left foot, flexing that top foot. Warrior 3. 3 breaths here. We're not going to stay here though. We're going to move that left knee behind the right to touch. Inhale to extend. 2 more like this. Have a little play around. It's okay if you fall out of balance. This is the whole point of this practice, to really test those limits, test those edges. Okay, extend. Inhaling here. Exhaling, placing that left foot back down. And unravel the hands, open them wide, cactus the arms. Inhaling to open. Exhale, let's twist to the right. High crescent lunge. Again, option to drop the knee. Option to stay here. Option to look at the hand behind you. Bend in that right knee. Last inhale here. And then exhale, let's swing towards the front. High crescent lunge. And then we're going to straighten that front knee. And then we're going to send the chest towards the thigh, coming into our pyramid. Maybe grabbing the blocks. Inhaling to open and lift. Exhaling to lower. See if we can go deeper down. Amazing. Well done, everyone. All right. So we're going to bend in that right knee next, and then we're going to place that block just in front of the mat on the highest setting. Bending in that right knee, we're going to send the left foot up towards the sky, almost coming into our warrior 3 again. Okay, but instead we're going to bend that left leg, bringing that left foot towards the bum. Swinging the right hand behind you, seeing if we can grab the foot. And it's okay if you don't, just stay here, that's completely fine. But if you can, grabbing the foot and then pushing the foot into the hand will help you open the chest. Maybe you can look forward. Holding here. For 3, for 2, and for 1. Release, let go. Placing that left foot back down, swinging the arms overhead, sitting the bum back, coming into our chair. Inhaling, exhaling to straighten the legs. Again, giving it a nice shake out. Maybe tidying the blocks up. Okay. Let's keep going. Inhaling our hands up overhead. Exhaling, chest moving towards the thighs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, we fold. Placing the hands down, planting them, taking a big step back, moving through your vinyasa, or we meet in a downward facing dog. Okay. All right, new flow. Right leg lifts, three-legged dog. Inhale. And then we're going to exhale, bring that right knee again towards you, pushing the floor away, but this time it's going to move towards the left elbow. And we're going to spin on that back foot, and then we're going to place that right foot out to the left side of the mat. Coming into our fallen star, lifting the left hand overhead. Amazing. All right, taking an inhale here. And on the exhale, we're going to bring that right foot towards us slightly, planting it. And then we're going to pick up that left foot up towards the sky. And then we're going to place it all the way in the front of the mat. Planting the hands, taking an inhale. Exhale, we're going to lift up that right foot, coming into our standing splits. So pointing the toes, squaring the hips, pressing the floor away through that left foot, and then planting the hands either side of the foot, and then just sending, forcing, maybe not forcing too much, that chest towards the thigh. Maybe playing around with your balance by lifting up one hand, maybe placing it behind your shin, maybe lifting up the other hand, placing both beside the ankle. Taking an inhale here. And on the next exhale, we're going to bring that right knee towards that left calf to touch. Same as we did with Warrior 3. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to touch. We've just got one more here. Inhale. Exhale to touch. Last inhale to extend. And then exhale, we're going to place that right foot in towards to meet the left. And then we're going to push the floor away and bring that knee all the way up to standing. Okay, grounding that left foot. We're not staying here for long. We're going to wrap the left hand around the right shin. Send that right hand behind us. We're going to come into our revolved hand to toe. Either stay here or option, if you can, to run your peace fingers around the big toe and extend that right foot. Maybe stay here. Maybe looking towards that back hand. Hold here for 3, for 2, and for 1. Coming back to center. Okay, either holding the shin here or holding the foot. We're going to take a pistol squat. Again, think playful here. And it's okay. We're going to meet on the floor. So gently lower, bend in that left knee. Let's lower all the way down. Well done. All right, taking the left hand behind you. Let's inhale our right hand up towards the sky. Hooking the right elbow on the outside of the left knee. We're going to twist to the left, open the chest. Beautiful. All right. Taking an inhale here. And then on the exhale, let's counter by placing both hands on the outside of the right thigh, bending the elbows, just lowering the chest back down. Okay. From here, we're going to place that left foot down. We're going to ground it. And then we're going to bring that right foot up and swing it next to our left foot. So coming into a forward fold again. Grabbing a block. Place it in front of that left foot. Placing the left hand on top of the block. We're going to wrap the peace fingers of the right hand around the right big toe. Grounding that left foot. We're going to just gently pick up that right foot and send it towards the right. Yes. Inhaling here. Exhale to push. And maybe placing the left hand on the floor. Option. Just keep experimenting. That is definitely harder. Or if you want a challenge, hooking, and I can't do it with my fingers taped together, but hooking your left peace fingers around the left toe and opening. Amazing. Having a play around, this is a tough one. Okay. And well done, everyone. All right, let's step it wide. Step it into our lovely forward fold. So feet out towards the corners of your mat. And then we're going to just gently drop the chest towards the mat, dropping the head and making sure your hands are in line with your feet. And just letting the head drop. Maybe slight bend in the knees. And if you can't feel a lovely stretch in the back of your legs, just maybe make your feet a bit wider so you feel a lovely stretch. But not locking into your knees, locking into your joints. So making sure we have a slight bend in the knees. Amazing. All right. Coming back up, so walking the hands back up. We're actually going to start pivoting on that left foot, start pivoting on that right foot, and walking the hands towards the front of the mat again. But actually then walking them behind you, and then bending the knees, so we're just going to drop the hips down onto the mat. And I know you can't see me, so I'm just going to spin round. So you have your left knee on top of your right, so coming into a nice shoelace position. Now I find this pose incredibly difficult and I'm not so open at all. So just have a little wiggle around and find whatever's comfortable. But we're going to roll the shoulders back and down, open the chest, take an inhale here. And then next exhale, we're going to gently move the chest towards that top thigh. And we're just going to walk the hands up, forward. And you may feel a nice juicy stretch in that left thigh. If you can't feel it yet, maybe going a bit deeper. And last inhale here. And walking back up on your exhale. Okay, we're going to just move through a vinyasa, so as gracefully as you can, coming back into our high plank and taking your vinyasa. We meet in downward dog to do the left side. Okay, when you're ready, let's inhale our left foot up towards the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend in the left knee. Let's bring it towards that right elbow. Extend the left leg, placing the outer edges of that left foot onto the mat. Breathe that right hand up overhead. Fallen star. Taking an inhale here. Exhale, let's move that left foot towards us, placing it down, pushing the floor away, picking that right foot up and over, placing that right foot next to the left hand, send that left foot up into our half splits. Grounding down through that right foot, pushing the floor away, squaring the hips, moving that chest towards the thigh. Maybe playing around with your balance here as you did on the other side. Perfect. All right, we're going to take an inhale here. We're going to bend in that left knee, send it towards and touch that right shin. Inhale, breathe it back up. Exhale to touch. 2 more like this. Okay, last one to extend. And on the next inhale or exhale, we're going to bring that left knee up towards the chest to standing. Grabbing the right shin, the left shin rather, with the right hand, sending the left hand behind us. And again, take your variation. Maybe you can grab the toe and extend that left foot in front of you. Send that left hand behind you, and then maybe looking over that left hand. I'm going to breathe here for 3, for 2, and for 1. Coming back to center. And again, we're going to pistol squat, so maybe holding the shin and then bending the knee all the way back down to the mat, or maybe extending that foot and having a bit of a challenge. Bend, lower, 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 all the way down to the mat. Maybe a knee just massively clicked like mine. Placing that right hand down behind you, breathing left hand up overhead, hooking it on the outside of that right thigh, taking a twist. And taking an inhale here. And on the exhale, let's counter, placing the hands on the outside of the left thigh, bending the elbows, lower the chest to the floor. Amazing. Okay, from here, we're going to place the hands, send them down towards the mat, placing the right foot next to the inside of the left thigh. We're going to push the floor away and picking up that left foot and just bring it towards and next to our right foot. Coming again into our lovely forward fold. Grabbing the block. Placing it just in front of the right foot. Grounding down through that right hand. We're going to take our peace fingers and wrap them around the big toe. Grounding down through that right foot and that right hand, we're just going to gently lift up that left foot towards the side. Amazing. Maybe playing around. Maybe just placing the right hand on the floor Seeing if you can also lift it high. Interesting, maybe you're better on one side than the other. Enjoying the challenge. Amazing. Well done, everyone. All right. Sending the feet wide. Coming into our lovely forward fold. So let's inhaling up, flat back. Exhale, send the chest lower towards the mat, dropping the head. Amazing. If you have your tripod headstand, please take it now. Or just maintain a lovely forward fold and just have a more resting. Let's slow down the practice a bit. Last inhale here. If you're in your tripod, maybe just moving down, back into our forward fold. Amazing. All right. Again, we're going to pivot on both feet, walking the hands to the front of the mat, and then also behind you, and then just dropping the left knee and bending the right knee, making sure it's placed over that. So right knee is now over left. Maybe making a few arrangements. And then rolling the shoulders back and down. Take an inhale here. And then exhale, we're going to just walk the hands towards the thighs and just dropping the head. And last inhale here. And exhale, let's walk the hands back up. Swinging that right foot behind. Let's take our final vinyasa of the day. So inhaling at the top, high plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale to upward dog. Exhale back into our downward dog. And just breathing in our downward facing dog just for a minute. Moving towards the end of the practice. Maybe this is your time just to acknowledge, just to recognize you've made it. We've made it. And just maybe also acknowledging how playful you were, how you're able to just let go, surrender. What will be, will be. And hopefully you just enjoyed that sense of letting go and just not letting anyone block you, or just being fully able to explore. And when you're ready, we're going to roll all the way up back to our high plank. And we're going to take an inhale here. And then exhale, we're going to bend in the elbows and we're going to lower all the way down to the mat. Amazing. Interlacing the fingers behind you, tucking the tailbone, engaging the glutes, rolling the shoulders back. Let's take an inhale, coming up. And then exhale, we're going to also lift up our feet, hovering them from the mat. Coming into our locust pose. Holding here for 3, for 2, and for 1. Let's lower back down. Giving our hips a nice shake from side to side. And then placing the hands underneath the shoulders, pushing the floor away, sending the hips back. And we're just going to gently come back, sitting on our heels and rolling over them and placing the feet in front of us and coming onto our back. So just gently lowering down, one vertebra at a time, all the way onto the mat. Okay, keeping it simple with just a bridge, making sure we can touch our ankles with our fingertips. Just taking an inhale at the bottom, pushing the shoulders into the mat. Exhale, push the floor away with your feet, lifting the hips up towards the sky. Holding at the top here. Maybe interlacing the fingers underneath you, rolling the shoulders underneath the upper back. Maybe you can send the hips a little higher. Inhaling here. And then exhaling, let's lower down all the way to the mat again. Just windscreen wiping those knees from side to side. All right, penultimate pose, your choice. Everyone knows my favorite is Happy Baby. Maybe you're sick of it, so you've got a choice. I'm certainly not. It's just a lovely way to just relax, rolling over that lower back, particularly. Just preparing the body for the final relaxation. And when you're ready, coming back to center, extending the legs, extending the arms either side, laying the body flat. Final squeeze. We're going to inhale, squeeze everything from our feet, engaging our thighs, engaging the glutes, engaging the shoulders, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze our face, squeeze our shoulders, squeeze the back. Let's take an inhale at the top. And then let's release down, surrender. Letting go. Letting go of the practice. Letting go of anything that came up. Anything of the thoughts. Just letting go of anything beyond the borders of this mat. And just allowing yourself the time to just completely absorb all of the benefits from this practice. Maybe taking a final inhale in through the nose, expanding the chest. And exhale, release out of the mouth. Just sending the body further into the ground. Relaxing the feet, the legs, the hips. Letting go of any tension in the shoulders, the arms, the fingertips. Just letting go of any muscles that you're holding on to in the face, the cheeks, the chin, the neck, maybe even the tongue. And just enjoy these next couple minutes in stillness. And when you're ready, inhaling deeply in through the nose and out through the nose, awakening the insides of the body, maybe wiggling the fingers, wiggling the toes, sending the hands overhead, giving yourself a nice big stretch. And then hugging the knees towards the chest. In your own time, we're going to come back up to a seated position onto the mat. Placing the hands at heart center. Raising the hands up to the forehead. The divine magic in me sees the divine magic in you. We bow down. Namaste. Well done, everyone. Thank you for letting me guide you, and I hope you enjoyed this playful practice, and hope to see you on the mat again soon.